Christopher Kit Bond. Bond is best known for overturning the previous Democrats' seat into his Republican win. Could this be an advantage for the Republican Roy Blunt, or do you think the Democrats can once again claim their seat that was taken? Let's hand it over to our panels and see what they have to say.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Missouri Minute. I am your host for today, Kristen Ledbetter. Before we begin, I would like to introduce Robin Carnahan, Senior Representative Annie Lord, and Roy Blunt, Senior Representative Adriana Tehran. Thank you both for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
We will begin the debate with a question for Adriana. What is Roy Blunt's stand on healthcare?
Well, for healthcare, Roy Blunt is in favor of Proposition C, the Healthcare Freedom Act, leaving Missouri in charge of its own healthcare and keeping the government out of it. Healthcare is just another way the government is trying to take over decision-making in the states, and Blunt won't stand for it. The people voted over 70% in favor of the Healthcare Freedom Act, and Roy Blunt is listening to the voice of the people. Carnahan, however, votes for the government takeover.
Well, see, here's Carnahan's side of the story. She has seen, as a breast cancer survivor, the flaws of our modern healthcare system and all of the trials that Missouri citizens have to go through to get the care that they deserve and that they need. Because our system is simply not working, she feels that she must do anything that she needs to help the citizens of her state, including supporting Obama's reforms.
Now we have a question for Annie. What has Robin Carnahan done to create more jobs in Missouri?
Well, Carnahan has served as Secretary of State of Missouri for the past 6 years, and as such, one of her main objectives has been to cut red tape in the businesses of Missouri, really encouraging these companies to hire more citizens and create more jobs. This is really important, especially given the economic climate of the past few years, where Missourians have really been struggling to find work. Blunt, on the other hand, doesn't really have this concern for the citizens of his state. In fact, in 2004, he voted in favor of a bill that gave $40 billion worth of tax breaks for companies that would create jobs overseas. While Carnahan has concerns for the people of Missouri and their employment and their welfare, it doesn't appear that Blunt has the same objective in mind.
Well, the fact of the matter is that it's the year 2010, and as of now, Roy Blunt believes that encouraging small local businesses will help Missourians become employed again. He discourages huge corporations, and he wants to give the power back to the people and have neighbors helping neighbors again. He understands the hardship his fellow citizens are going through and consistently votes for the lowest tax budget offered in the House. By lowering taxes, he expects local business owners to become more flexible with their budget and hire more workers again. This is a man with the intentions of the citizens of Missouri as his #1 concern, and hold them true.
Now we will take a question from a concerned citizen, Vanya McClyde from Springfield, Missouri.
Hi, I'm Vanya McClyde from Springfield, Missouri, and I just want to know from each of the candidates, what have you done in the past for our state?
We will give this question to Annie first.
Well, as I mentioned, Carnahan has served as Secretary of State for 6 years. And during that time, she has worked to make the government smaller and easier to access, using mostly the Missouri State Archives and the Missouri State Library. And she's made it easier for the people of Missouri to vote. Above all, I believe that the citizens of Missouri trust Carnahan, who has served them faithfully for 6 years, and whose family has served Missouri for generations. They know that Robin Carnahan has Missouri's best interests at heart, and that she will do everything in her power to stay true to them.
Adriana, what is your response?
Well, for Blunt, having much experience as House Minority Whip and having served as Secretary of Missouri before, he takes a strong stand in education and care for our children. Blunt humbly started as a school teacher and slowly became the president of Southwest Baptist University. He is also concerned for our recent college grads and finding them their jobs. He votes against any high-energy decisions and stresses against government control in Missouri.
Unfortunately, we're out of time for the Missouri Minute. I'd like to thank both representatives for coming here tonight.
No problem.
Thank you.
Now we will hear a few words from the announcer.
Thanks to our panel for weighing in. Based on their results in the polls we've